let me bring Hitesh in. Before I hand it off to Hitesh, a little bit about Hitesh. Hitesh is a renowned expert in Gen AI, an AI expert across the field, expert in Gen AI and digital transformation. As a visiting faculty member at 7 IIMs. So IIMs is your Indian Institute of Management, which is your premier institute in India, equivalent to a Harvard or an MIT, I might add. So he is a visiting faculty in 7 of these IIMs in India and the University of London. He has consulted for top firms like Twitter, now X, Siemens, Mahindra, Tata Group, and he's trained over 200,000 professionals across 166 countries, no less. Okay, so extremely accomplished, and we're very excited to have him on board. Welcome again, Hitesh, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Christabel, for that. And hi, everybody, a very, very warm welcome. So first of all, I would want this to be very high energetic workshop. So just in case you can hear me loud and clear, give me a quick yes on chat box. And I want to keep this chat flowing because that's how I would know if you're listening to me or not, right? So please keep the chats flowing, guys. All right, very, very quickly, let me just give you a very quick introduction about me, who I am and what do I do. I'm Hitesh Motwani. I've been in this digital transformation industry for 17 years now. I've also been an ex-product manager. I've launched multiple products for Twitter, Bandhan, Swiss Re, Crompton Greaves, just to name a few. In fact, earlier I used to work with the Tata Group. I used to handle their digital transformation. After which, I also currently recently trained the Vietnamese government. I've been helping Vietnam to build the AI hub. I've trained in over 16 plus countries so far. And I've also helped companies like Google and Microsoft in generative AI as well. That's a little bit about me and what do I basically do. I've been a faculty with multiple universities internationally and nationally. I've also been helping a lot of companies, brands understand the space of generative AI, and more specifically in different industries, so different functions. Today, we are specifically speaking about product managers and product owners. So just from a perspective over here, how many guys over here are product owners? Give me a quick PO on the chat box, right? And in case you're a product manager, give me a quick PM on the chat box. And just in case you're basically are somebody who is building a product, you're like a coder, a software developer who is basically building a SaaS-based product, give me a quick S on chat box. That will be great for me to understand which demographic you come from and what you basically do. Since I only have about 40 minutes, I'm going to keep it very crisp, very sharp, and I'm going to straight away probably get into some use cases. Because like that, you will be able to understand the true power of AI. And I just don't want you to listen to me. I would want you to do it with me, right? So in case you're committed to doing with me, give me a quick D on the chat box. In case you're committed to do it with me over here, right? So I want you to experience this so that today when you go home from here, you're going empowered. And let me assure you one more thing. In the next 40 minutes, what I'm going to cover basically is something that you might not even find in some other paid programs in the market. We'll be covering to you in the entire program as well, because my style is a little different, right? So be rest assured that we value your time, and I'll ensure you that today you will go home empowered. All right. Let me just share my screen with that note, and let me probably put some ground rules in this workshop over here. So there are 3 ground rules in this workshop. Okay. Number 1, which we quickly skip all of these things because you already know about me. Okay. Number 1, this is going to be a hands-on session with live use cases. So please participate with me, right? Do it with me. Number 2, take notes, because you might remember something today and you might forget something after 2 days. If you take notes, you'll remember the tool name, you'll remember the methodology, you'll be able to do something over here. So please take notes. And number 3, I'll have a dedicated slot towards the end where I'll take all your questions, right? So I would just say refrain your questions. By the time I complete my use cases, I'll be prompting you in the middle to give me some insights, right? And you give the insights that time. But I will take all the questions towards the end of the session, right? Because I really want to give you value in the next time that we have right now. Okay. All right. So let me start off with a very interesting slide over here. AI plus something is equal to productivity. Can anyone of you make a wild guess over here? What is this X over here? What does this X represent? AI plus what can help you to increase productivity in your job right now? Can you just probably give some response on chat box, please? Human thought, input, direction. Okay, interesting. Come on, I want everybody in this room to participate, because the more you guys participate, the more you will learn. Okay, that's the entire idea over here. Adoption, creativity, domain, application, creativity. All right. I think somebody gave the right answer over here. The X over here means all of you in this room, all of you, subject matter experts, product managers, product owners, you guys. We always think that AI is like a magic, and people have this perception that when I come to an AI workshop, it's going to solve all my problems automatically. But that's not the case, guys. AI, fortunately or unfortunately, cannot work without you. It cannot work without your input. It requires an expert to give that input to the bot so that it can help you to be productive. You know, Normally, if you have learned some accounting, there's a principle in accounting. It's called FIFO. Normally called just first in, first out. Similarly, in the machine learning world, we have a concept called GIGO. It's called garbage in, garbage out. Unfortunately, a lot of people, when they give prompts, they give very basic prompts. Then they get very basic output. And then you say, you know what, AI is not working for me. AI is doing generic response to me. But that's not the case, guys. Your output is equal to your input. If you give intelligent, questions to the bot will come out with intelligent answers. But intelligent questions is a reflection of how you think, how you can articulate your problem very well, how you can basically put your problem statement to place to an AI. And the better you draft it, the better the output will become. And that's what I'm going to show you in the next 30 minutes from now. All right. And that's my aim. So imagine a world where today teams are spending 80% of their time on strategic decisions instead of mundane tasks. Now, this statement would have been a hyperbole approximately 2 years back. But today, this statement is a reality. At this point in time, if somebody really wants to automate their work, trust me, they can fully automate their work. Yes, it might require some iteration, but you can actually do that. For example, in the last 2 years, I don't even remember last time when I must have coded, with a proper bare minimum code. Nowadays, I do everything with AI. In fact, I've also replicated myself using AI in most of my digital platforms as well. But it just requires will and experiment. Two things that if you really want to automate yourself. And you see, change is inevitable. If you really want to become that next level product manager that industry looks up to, it's very important for you to change. Let me tell you, over a period of time, everything has changed around us. Look at the manufacturing. People used to earlier do manufacturing manually, or we used to build products manually. But today, people are building products through robotics, through IoT, through AI coded platforms, right? So manufacturing has changed. People's shopping behavior has changed. From cow to cars, you basically get everything online today, right? Even basically the way we are looking at our payment systems, our health records, when we go to the airport today, you don't have to submit your ID proof anymore. Your face is your scan. Even that has changed. So if you see, we're living in an age where cars are driven by AI, where movie recommendations are given by AI, even investment decisions are made by AI. So the question is, why not our job? Why should product owners be left behind? Even you have to embrace AI if you want to take it to the next level. The question is that what can you do with AI? As a product manager or product owner, what are the things I can actually automate? To be very honest, you can do the entire lifecycle automation, but I'm going to display to you 5 things today that you can automate right now. The first thing you can do is you can do entire research. You can do market research using AI. Number two, I can also build my buyer personas using AI. I can start building a product roadmap using AI. And most importantly, I can actually perform any task given and get advice from AI. So, what's the difference between a normal product manager and an AI product manager? A normal product manager in the earlier avatar used to only look after 3 things: business use cases, technology integration, and user experience. But today with AI, you can do a lot more. Technically, one product manager can actually start building products simultaneously. I can give you an example to you. There's a guy called Zain Khan. He has this newsletter called Superhuman. He doesn't come from a coding background. Today, he runs one of the most successful AI newsletter, and you won't believe this. He's built an entire AI product using ChatGPT. He's not a coder, not a developer. In fact, he asked ChatGPT, "What should I do?" It kept on giving answers to him, and today he's transformed himself into a proper SaaS company with just a lean team of 7 to 10 people. And his one of the biggest team members is AI tool, right? And that's a difference between an AI product manager and a normal product manager. An AI product manager gets three things very, very well. He understands data insights. I'm going to show you an example to you how to gather that at a lightning speed. Number two, he can validate use cases at a faster pace. Today, we take a lot of time in finding that product market fit. But with I can get that little faster than before. And number three, I can also use AI to get buy-in, to get alignment, to also keep my stakeholders informed, and most importantly, reduce my go-to-market time, right? So let's look at these five things on what you can do with AI. Before that, let me just take a little step back for people who are very novice over here who do not know about generative AI. Let me just explain to you what generative AI is in about 2 slides. So technically, you see, the entire AI is divided into two parts. One is called discriminative AI. So all your traditional machine learning, traditional, neural networks, they should just discriminate between objects. For example, I can give images of cats and dogs to AI, and what AI does, it just simply tells me that, okay, this is a cat, this is a dog, based on facial features. But what generative AI does is, generative models can generate a new image of a cat. And sometimes you can't even differentiate between a real cat and an AI cat because the bridge between AI and real life is blurring so much right now. And generative AI doesn't just refer to, building images of cats or dogs. It can technically do a lot of things for you. It can make, it can basically automate human voices. It can automate videos for you. It can automate text for you. It can automate, presentations. It can do a lot of things basically. So let's get to it. Let's look at 5 game-changing strategies on what can Gen AI do with product management over here. So first thing, AI can actually help you do product research. Now, a lot of time we use ChatGPT a lot, but you should not use ChatGPT for that because ChatGPT has a cutoff date. It cannot search in real time, which is why there are some other tools for that. Why don't any one of you give me two products of your choice? All right. And I will take those two products right now, live in front of you, and I'll do product comparison for you. Any two products, your choice. Anybody, just put in chat box for me. I'll take up two products from all of you in the chat box, and I'll do a live comparison with you. All right. And give me both in one chat. Don't give me separate. So I can just take it up and I can just do that. Okay. I guess it's Prasad Singh Copilot. Okay. So give me two products in one chat together and give me a proper product. Okay, let's do Zepto versus Blinkit, Bharat Ready. Okay, let's do that. All right. And I'll just do LMS with UMS as well. Okay. So I'm gonna first of all take you to a software called Bing.com. Okay, so Bing.com is search engine actually, but they also have a feature called Copilot. With Copilot, the good thing about Copilot is that Copilot can search internet in real time. Unlike a chat GPT, Copilot can actually give you better responses because it can give you recent ones. And I can simply say that, hey, can you act like a product researcher and help me with a comparison between Zepto and Blinkit. So just for people from international markets right now, Zepto, Blinkit are something called as a quick commerce companies in India. So what they basically do is they deliver any goods to you less than 10 minutes in your doorstep, right? So that you get a perspective. Nowadays, instead of e-commerce, we are moving towards quick commerce, wherein people are becoming more inquisitive. They would want to have a product which can deliver goods to them in about 10 minutes. They don't want to wait for hours or one day like Amazon Prime to get things delivered at the doorstep, right? And I simply say, can you give me this in tabular format? Okay. So when I do this, just look what happens right now. Now, what will Bing do? It'll go to search engines, search about Zepto, Blinkit separately, and then actually give you an entire comparison in front of you in the next 5 minutes. So look at this, guys. Let me tell you, the delivery speed is less than 8 minutes. Availability, Zepto is in 10 cities, Blinkit is in 27 cities. Product selection, they've got a wide range of products like pantry staples, frozen food, and more. They got similar product range. They both have competitive pricing. They both have independent contractors. They both are user friendly with user interfaces. multiple payment options, and they are basically expanding in more cities. And most importantly, Blinkit is continuously improving. And guess what, guys? Bing doesn't just give you answer, it also gives you a source from where it picked up data. So it tells you that, okay, picked up data from reference earn karo, businessrule.com, and some two other websites as well. How many guys found this to be super cool? Give me a quick cool on chat box, right? Find this to be super duper cool that your research actually can be automated at a faster pace, guys, right? Okay, I'll take one more product. I think somebody just mentioned that I want to have LMS and UMS. So, Sasank, what I would recommend is if you can give me a product name, which LMS? Is it basically, LMS by Talent LMS, by Canvas LMS? So give me a name for it. Don't just tell me between LMS and UMS. That's product comparison, a category comparison. It's not a comparison for two products. Give me two products that you want to compare. Okay. But just in case, by the time Sasank types in, I can also probably get two, distinct products compared with basic features. Very, very, very the same thing as well. Okay, so let's do DoorDash and Grubhub. That's a good one. So again, simply say that can you. So I'm going to show you one more tool. In case you're not happy with Bing, you can also use Perplexity. Okay. And by the way, this cannot be done in a free version of ChatGPT because ChatGPT cannot search the internet. But a Bing and a Perplexity can search the internet in real time and also give you sources as well. However, if you're using ChatGPT 4 Omni version, the paid version of ChatGPT, this can also work in the paid version as well. It can't work in the free version though. Just keep that in mind. All right. So Chitya is asking me, can we remove any particular source? Well, you can put in a prompt, Chityala. Basically, you can simply say that, okay, you know what, give me this comparison from XYZ website. You can even mention that as well. So when you mention that, then it will try to pick up a source from that particular site only. You can't remove a particular source, but you can tell them which site to refer to in case you have a site with you right now. Then you can do that. Okay. Let's just simply say, can you give me a quick comparison between, you know, DoorDash Grubhub and give it to me in table format. Okay, that's it. So Brian, not really. Perplexity is an independent company, but they're not backed by Microsoft. But there's no other company apart from these two, unfortunately, because they both have real-time search engine. Now you must be wondering about Gemini, but Gemini in true sense is not real time. Okay, they can give you dated information, but Gemini doesn't go and search internet in real time right now, to be very honest. Which is why we are not using Gemini over here. So you see right now, DoorDash 60% is market share, Grubhub is 17%, revenue is 6.5 billion, 2.4 billion. Geographic reach is about 7,000 cities. This primarily focused in the US market. Delivery model, app ratings, commission fees, delivery fees, blah, 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 blah. Gives you like entire comparison in few shots. And also gives you a source from where you picked up data from. Okay. So these are two tools for you for doing any comparison, any market research that you wish to do using AI. Okay. How many guys over here learn something new right now? You never knew this before. Give me a new on chat box. Think you learn something new at this point in time, rather than just using chat GPT. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, let's go ahead then. Let's go to second use case. Okay, just give me a second. Second use case. Now, most importantly, sometimes we all do a lot of research and we get these very big, what we call is quantitative research reports, big surveys, right? And sometimes we struggle getting insights. How many guys over here do that? How many guys over here struggle getting insights from a report? Give me a quick me on chat box. In case you struggle to get insights, most of the times from most of the reports. Okay. And a lot of people will tell you that you require some complicated tools, paid tools, etc., etc., etc. But today, what I'm going to show you is something very different. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a very small little hack. Let me just go to my downloads page over here. And I've got a small little survey with me. This survey is pretty big. Okay. And it actually almost, you can say, close to what? 136 responses. Okay. And it's got approximately, I can say, let me just show you 49 questions, guys. 49 questions, 163 responses. How much time will you take if you have to analyze this manually? Can someone just probably put on chat box? How much time will it take to get insights from this kind of a survey manually if you have to do that? Give me a timeline. Okay. It can be like 1 hour, half an hour, 40 minutes, full day. So give me a timeline over here, guys. 4 hours, Ishita is saying, at least one full day, 2 hours, 3 hours. Okay. Okay, an hour for the first time, family after that. Okay, interesting. All right. So technically, if I had a paid version of ChatGPT, I can do this entire thing and like I can do the entire 163. But because I'm using a free version, I have a paid version though, but I'm going to show you everything with the free version right now. Okay, I can technically do this with just 30 responses for the first time. Okay, let me show you one very small hack. And in case after this found this to be wow, this is eye-opening for you, I would want you to type wow on the chat box. Okay, in case found this to be wow, after you see this, don't type right now. Okay, let me show it to you. So I'm just going to take first 30 responses from here. Okay, and I'm going to just select the entire thing, copy this, manually copy this, just to control C, manually copy this entire thing. Come to my chat GPT. Okay. Come to my chat GPT. Let me use chat GPT's free version, mini. All right. So that you can see that I'm using a free version. I'm not using any paid version right now. I'm going to simply say that I'm going to give you, let me zoom in for you guys. I'm going to give you a survey. Okay. Survey responses. I would want you, to look at it, look at it, understand it, and wait for my questions. Right. For now, once you have read it, just just say done. Understood? Okay. So it'll basically say, understood, go ahead and paste survey for me. I'm going to paste the entire survey. Okay. Done. What I just did right now, guys, I simply trained the chatbot to understand my survey. I'm going to ask this chatbot to tell me, can you give me insights on, can you tell me what is this survey all about? And what are we trying to analyze here with the questions? So then ChatGPT is going to tell me that, okay, this appears to be a survey which can focus on assessing experience of bias and discrimination in software industry. Specifically, it seems to gather data on how individuals in technical roles perceive and experience different form of bias in the workforce. The questions cover various aspects, such as experience related to being perceived as smart, competent, articulate, reactions to the way of someone speaks, including comments about accents being perceived to aggressively or bossy, appearance-based bias, communication adjustments. It's like a very quick summary of what this survey is all about. Now, I'm not going to copy the prompt from my screen. Okay, just give me a second. So now I'm going to simply ask AI to help me. Okay, just give me a second. Let me just put my prompt from here. Yeah, that can you just group this into buckets of insights and help me with associated weights and list some examples of response in each insight? So I want to get some insights from this survey right now. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to come back to my chat GPT. I'm simply going to say that, can you group these into buckets of insights and tell me with percentages exactly what does it mean? I'm also going to say, help me with some sharp consumer insights through which I can later build a product. Okay. And now guess what? AI goes to work right now. It says that insights, competence and intelligence bias. So insights covers experiences where individuals are judged based on their perceived competence or intelligence. So there's some people have some negative experience, some have positive experience. Second is communication style and regression bias. This bucket addresses bias related to people, how they communicate, and including perception of aggressiveness or bossiness. They also give you some responses as well. And also, it also gives you potential product ideas. It's create a communication coaching tool that can help individuals refine their interpersonal skills and manage perceptions of their communication styles. Then it also talks about appearance-based bias. This bucket focuses on bias related to physical appearance, including dress, hairstyle, and skin color. And I can develop a service that offers personal professional styling services and advice to help people with it. Then they also have a fourth bucket, which examines situation where colleagues adjust their communication style, which may reflect underlying assumptions or biases. Tells me I can implement a training module over here. Now, It basically gives me an entire insight on this 30 questions I gave to the chatbot in a fraction of seconds. How many guys over here are like, wow? Give me a quick wow on chatbots. Is it like totally blown away with this right now? Right? Okay. I can see some question coming in. Where do you have a using free version to upload this file? Yes, we need to make good prompt. Yeah, absolutely correct. You need to make good prompts over here. Okay. Now, this is not the best part, guys. The best part is yet to come. Okay. Now, I can simply ask this tool that, hey, can you help me build a SaaS product which can combine all these issues and help me with a great product and address these concerns. Now look at the magic, guys. So tell me, the product name should be EquiPro. EquiPro is a comprehensive SaaS platform designed to enhance professional development, mitigate bias, foster inclusive work environment. The platform combines tools for competence validation, communication skills for improvement, appearance management, and bias awareness. What is the core feature? That it can do skill assessment, it can do interactive tests for you, it can tailor recommend courses for you, it can also build a performance analytics for you. It also has a communication coaching. It has a communication style analyzer, coaching sessions with experts, scenario-based training. I can also basically build a visual storytelling advisor, have profile enhancement tools, and also give appearance feedback as well. And most importantly, we can also have a bias training model for people. We can adjust the communication alert and we can also give feedback to them. I can also have more features. I can have features like dashboards, community forums, integration capabilities. It's targeted towards software developers and HR and diversity managers. I can have business models, subscription-based service, freemium model, corporate licensing, and blah, 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 blah. How many guys over here are now mind blown with it? Give me a MB right now. Totally mind blown right now with the insight you can get with AI, right? So this actually, is not just like, so if you see, Chat GPT like Excel. Very people use it at a very basic level. They ask it to write emails, write communication for you. But actually, you can do things beyond that right now. You can actually get insights on your data because LLMs are trained on huge amount of data volume. They have already read tons of reports. They know how to write a report as well. So you can do a lot of things with AI, guys. Okay, that's the second thing you can do right now. You can actually use generative AI for getting insights on your qualitative research, and you can get things done pretty quick, right? Okay, let's move to the third one right now. The third thing is you can also get weakness of any competitors by scraping reviews from internet and also analyzing them as well. So how I analyze a survey response, similarly, I can also analyze any reviews as well in the online world. Let me show you how do we do that. So I'm gonna go to a product right now, which is called as Lending Pad. Okay. And Lending Pad right now basically is a great product because it's actually meant for lending money and building some P2P insight. It's got a lot of reviews over here, right? Now, tell me something. If you have to manually get insights on these reviews, how much time will you take for this? How much time will it take to manually get these reviews right now? Can somebody make a wild guess? Give me a guess. How much time will it take for you to get insights on some competition product and actually get insights from there? Hours? Yeah. Okay. Give me a figure, guys. Give me a number. 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, 5 hour, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. Give me a figure. You can say 4 hours, 10 hours, days for surveys. Okay. Let's try to do this in a couple of minutes right now. Okay. So what I can do is I can once again come on top, right? And I'm just gonna blindly copy this data from here. Okay. Come down, just manually scrape it because you're not allowed to scrape using a tool. Okay. So let me just copy this for now. Let me come back to my chat GPT. And again, I'm using a free version, guys. If I had a paid version, by the way, I could have simply uploaded this entire review and I could have done this in even more faster pace. All right. And then I'm going to say that I am going to give you a bunch of reviews. I want you to analyze it and give me a quick summary. Give me a quick summary of it over a table. Also give me insights on what I can do to improve my product. I paste the reviews over here, press enter, and it's too big actually. I had to cut short this little bit. Let me cut short this little bit for now. Okay, because I cannot paste beyond 4,000 words at one shot. Okay, let me just probably take a little half of it. Okay, okay, let me just take this half, start a new chat window. All right, it's too big. Wait, I mean, maybe I gotta do more half because it's actually pretty long. Okay, let me just take it till here. Okay, that should work. Sorry for that, guys. Sometimes it's just missaturation. But I can also, by the way, give reviews in parts, okay, if I want to do that. So look at this now. It gives me a summary. Tell me who the reviewer is, what is it like, what is it dislike, okay? Also gives me insights on it right now. So this is Kimberly S, Scott, Jason, and Drew. You see, these are the four people that we pasted, that we scraped earlier, just to give you a perspective. Okay, if I just go on top, there's Kimberly, Scott, okay, Jason, and Drew. Just to know that it's actually true. It's not something which is it's just making things up right now. All right. So it says, what the likes? Fantastic customer support, easy to use, accessible everywhere, intuitive layout, seamless CRM integration. What dislikes over here? They got interface change, which is confusing. They got lack of customer report creation. There's a download all button for attachments. There's occasional freezing and adjustment period for frequent updates. It tells me that the issue is with recent interface design, and recommendation should be that consider implementing a feature for users to provide feedback on interface change before they are fully rolled out. Additionally, offer training material. Then enhance report features to include more flexible query systems. And most importantly, implement download all button, blah, 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 blah. So technically, if I just want to get insights, I can then come down. I can basically just keep on pasting more reviews manually over here. And I can keep on getting insights on the same, right? Because now this chat window has got trained how to give insights. I don't have to give a new prompt again and again. It just acts like an engine for me and starts automating my work to get insights. And later on, once I get a couple of insights, I can simply say, can you summarize all changes and give me in one table? Okay. And then it'll understand from the top and summarize all changes and give it to you in one table right now. How many guys over here find this to be super cool? And you actually feel that your work can be reduced by half if you can start doing this on your competition right now. That's super cool. Give me a SC on chat box, right? So this is actually some crazy stuff that you can do with ChatGPT, right? Because and you can do with any LLM actually. You can do with Gemini also. You can do with ChatGPT also. But ChatGPT is the best so far in insights. I've possibly tried every single LLM in the market, but I find ChatGPT the best. Okay, let me go to the fourth use case, guys. Okay. Now, next time, let's take the example that you want to draft a product requirement document. How many guys over here normally draft product requirement documents usually? You spend a lot of time drafting product requirement documents. Give me a quick me on chatbot, right? So assume I build a product called Slides GPT, which can simply make slides using AI. And I want to build a detailed product document requirement. Technically, I have to give a product details, but let's just try this prompt out. Okay. I can simply come to ChatGPT one more time. And I can simply say that I can simply say that, I am looking to create a detailed product requirement document right now. And the product is called Slides GPT. Can you help me with the same? Okay. When I press enter, the bot is smart enough to understand exactly what do I really want. And it starts building me a proper PRD. It tells me what's the purpose, what's my scope, what's my audience, what's my description, what are the key features in the product, what are my goals, what are my user stories. It actually builds the entire thing. Now, just in case you got a format, you can also mention your format in the prompt. It'll also use that format and you can give the entire report to you right now. It's actually pretty amazing. In case you want to get something done, you have to be specific with your prompt. It can do that as well. Okay. And the last thing I'm going to show you basically is How can you generate ideas for custom problems using it as your brainstorming buddy? So I can also use AI to become my brainstorming buddy. Sometimes, we get stuck. We want to actually understand that why are people not doing X, Y, Z stuff? And I want to probably just get somebody, a companion to me to help me with that. And I'm sure that sometimes you get stuck, because also at times real users don't sometimes give real insights. They will actually make up things just to make you feel comfortable, right? But this is not a replacement for real users, to be very honest. A real feedback is always more valuable than AI feedback. But whenever you hit a roadblock, you can simply use AI for doing brainstorming as well. So in this case, let's take, I'm working on a product which is like Spotify, and I want to build, say for example, it's a problem we're facing right now. People are not creating playlists, say for example, on Spotify, and they need to create a lot of buttons, a lot of decisions. So I just want to use for brainstorming. I want to just use AI, saying that, okay, what could be some ways to solve this problem? And I can simply do this, and it starts telling me, okay, you can simplify user interface, reduce steps, have predefined templates, have an easy to follow wizard. I can also have a drag and drop functionality. I can have smart suggestions as well. I can do bulk actions. I can do automate playlist creation as well. Most importantly, I can improve feedback and guidance. I can also get personal experience, and list just goes on, guys. Okay. So technically, these are the five things you can do with AI. Just to recap, okay. Number one, I can do product research, compare two products, and I can work around with it. Number two, I can give my survey responses, get insights on that. Number three, I can, in fact, get weakness from the competition, see what are the weak in, implement that in my product, make my product more smarter. Number four, I can create product requirement documents. And number five, I can generate ideas for my customers whenever I get stuck. How many guys over here found this to be time well spent currently, right? Give me, TM in case you find this time well spent, you actually learn something new and better than most of the programs that you attended so far, right? Because I'm sure that a lot of people come in the webinars, they just keep on giving a lot of gyan, but not real value, right? My aim was that I want to give real value to you guys. Okay. Most importantly now, how many guys over here want to continue the learning journey from me? You want to continue this forward, and you actually want to become an AI-driven product manager. Give me AI on the chat box in case you feel I want to become an AI-driven product manager right now in future. All right, pretty amazing.